Today's Tarot and Horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 17, 2022. Introduction. Arguments that may have been slowly brewing are now coming to a climactic point for you. Don't be surprised if heated opposition rears its head today. Most likely, this is a result of your own doing. Cycles of anger are reaching a critical climax, and your stubborn character is coming head to head with an equally strong force. Try not to take yourself too seriously. Life is meant to be fun, and our destiny is simply to be happy. Your tarot reading for today. Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Hanged Man. The Two of Pentacles is, as always, bound up in the forces of change and of balance. Like its brothers, the Two of Pentacles can mean good or ill, but it is a strong indicator that the status quo will be disrupted. There will be challenges in your future, but your fate is largely in your own hands in the sense that the final outcome depends on how you respond to these challenges. This card suggests your best outcome is one that can be reached through prudence and careful planning. The Page of Cups, if it refers to you in your spread, suggests an introspective nature, inclined towards art and possessing a kind heart. You may let credit you deserve pass you by out of shyness. The card may also be indicative of someone, likely overlooked, in your own life who is in a position to aid you in pursuit of a specific goal. Although somewhat dependent on its position in your spread, the page is generally the bearer of good news. The Hanged Man can be interpreted in two very different ways. All change is a small kind of death, as the old must die to create the new, and it may simply indicate upheaval or change in your future, perhaps beyond your control, but more likely a decision that, for good or ill, you will not be able to turn back from. The other interpretation is one of sacrifice, although whether this sacrifice is small or great may not be easily interpreted. Both interpretations imply permanence, and that you should give very careful thought to the decisions in your life. Now let's have a look at the zodiac signs for you about love, health, work, and money. Matters of the heart may not be going especially smoothly lately, considering that someone has been too aggressive in their approach. Or maybe you yourself have been too pushy about what you want. Inevitably, this tension is building up and creating war and disharmony instead of love. Perhaps you need to closely examine the dynamics of the relationship you are in. Tough times may be an indication that the honeymoon is over. If you are single at this point in your life, it is probably for the best. There is likely to be a powerful force working that is trying to manipulate the way you think about a certain situation. Be conscious of where your facts are coming from. It could be that someone is giving you tainted information just so you will act in a way that is favorable to their overall plan. Others may not be looking out for your best interest, so it is important that you are. Don't accept things blindly without any questioning on your part. Your powers of adaptability are likely to be tested today, so be prepared for a showdown of powerful forces in your world. People with strong opinions are apt to clash against those with strong emotions, and you may find yourself in the middle of a raging battle if you are not careful. Your tender, nurturing instinct is going to want everyone to get along, even though this is probably not possible at this time. Intensify contacts to people, because they find you particularly likable right now. Plan your leisure time with family and good friends, and most importantly, make your plans together. You might feel like ringing up an old friend. The time is perfect to revive and strengthen old ties. This will make it easy for you to make new contacts and maybe even lifelong friendships. Dig deeper into your own creativity today. There's plenty to sift through. You might want to use it for art or for distinguishing yourself from the others out there in the race for romance. This is not the time to feel sorry for yourself. If you long to find someone to share your life, give yourself every opportunity to meet someone new. This is not a time for dreaming, but to make your dreams a reality. Be courageous, get out and socialize, forget thoughts of past loves and look eagerly to the future. You might be feeling drawn to competitive sports. You'll either want to engage in some vigorous exercise, or you'll feel like attending a sporting event. You'll enjoy the feeling of sweating out toxins if you go to the gym. Or you'll have fun rooting for your team from the stands. If you're feeling lazy, you might just invite your friends over to watch a match on TV. Don't be surprised if you feel more domestic than usual on this day. This vibration can see kitchen-phobic people whip up gourmet meals, and the dirt blind in a cleaning frenzy. Work with Thiso. If you feel the urge, swap that business suit for an apron and rubber gloves. This kind of activity can be more refreshing to your psyche than you probably realize. Not only will your home sparkle and shine, you will surely feel a real lift. It is perfectly acceptable to just admit to yourself and others these simple words, "I don't know." You will be amazed at the burden that will be lifted from you. Don't think that you always have to come up with an answer to everything. In fact, trying to make up an answer when there really isn't one at all will only do more harm than good. Now that you have accepted that you don't have all the answers, the possibilities are endless. Use this time to renew contacts with your family. They will be pleased, and you might even be able to resolve old conflicts as a mediator or by taking the first step to clear matters up. The constellation is favorable for burying the hatchet once and for all. Take better care of yourself than usual today. It's easy. You might want to buy yourself something nice or skip out of your obligations. Whatever you do, you should feel great about it. In touch with your emotions, you are fortunate to be so clear about your feelings, which helps you decide exactly what to do. Whether you are looking for casual dates or interested in starting a more serious relationship, you make the right choice. Start planning how best to pursue your own happiness. What looks like solid ground may actually be quicksand. Be careful of where you step. There is an element of misunderstanding and fanciful actions to the day that might make it difficult to get through to people. The good news is that your emotions are apt to be quite solid, and you should find that your inner stability is the thing that will aid you in keeping a healthy frame of mind, regardless of what sort of events transpire. Keep one eye in the sky. The energy here could disrupt your normal sleep pattern, but try not to ignore your alarm clock this morning, tempting as it may be. Luckily, we also see a supportive exchange of energy between the Moon and the North Node, which can have an invigorating effect, allowing us to find hope and visualize our plans for the future. Later, a helpful aspect between the Moon and Sun lifts our spirits, confidence, and energy level, brightening the mood all around. The positive vibes continue to roll in as a supportive aspect between the Moon, Venus, and Mars helps you open your heart while connecting with your motivation, giving you the gumption needed to manifest your wildest dreams. Taking action right now should come easily, so make sure you're directing your energy toward the things that are important and that can further your goals. This cosmic climate is also great when it comes to relationships and matters of the heart, so try to set aside some time for that special someone. If you're currently single, use the momentum of this day to enjoy your freedom, then engage in your favorite self-care activity to cap off a busy day. In the best way possible, of course. This off-the-wall lunar energy encourages you to take the road less traveled and really explore the side of yourself that you sometimes try to keep quiet.